my gosh, guys! It's Bluebird Gamer making another Minecraft video! Oh my gosh! So exciting! Anyway guys, welcome back to Quarantine SMP. It's been a little bit, but I'm so glad to be back. We were actually doing a server move, which as you can see, everything is still the same. I was doing a little bit of work clearing this area out because it looked a little bit bad, so I did a bit of work on it. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, as you can see, I still have all my stuff. You will probably notice, oh, I hit the wrong button. I am up to 3 deaths now. The story behind that is right before we moved servers, we had a horrendous server crash, and when I came back, I was dead and all my stuff had despawned. Luckily, the server owner, who's a really nice guy, by the way, got me all my stuff back, so I am back better than ever. I did get an elytra. I'm showing this out of order. Here's the clip of when I got it, because this happened prior to when I was recording this, but I wanted to make sure I got it in there. Biggest change. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm not a fan of the current self-imposed monarchy. This man has no right to rule over us. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of him being our king and all. So, well actually, quick tangent, we now have a gallows apparently in spawn. I don't know why. But yeah, I joined a little group called the Sandstone Moderators because I was hoping that we could come to some sort of diplomatic solution to this monarchy. And, let's just say the members had a slightly different opinion on where to take things than I did. Here's a clip of a negotiation that went down.
We want to negotiate because, you know, we don't like you as king, and we want you to convince us that you should be a good king before we tear down your kingdom.
Why do I have to be here again?
Do it with your fist.
Yeah, for real.
Your opinion is not needed. I'll do it again.
I mean, you've missed me both times.
Yeah, I think you failed this. Do it now. Yeah.
What do you mean do it now? What the heck?
You didn't get in the... Okay, well, you know what? That didn't work. The trap didn't work. Whatever. This is war.
Wow.
This is war.
That
This is war.
terrible.
The trap thing didn't work. You didn't fall in the thing. Whatever.
So yeah, I submitted my resignation, and now I'm a free independent man again. But while we're here, check this out. I've extended a road all the way out to where the spider's den is, and I don't know if I have a clip of this at any point prior. If I can find one, I'll try to slot it in here, but the roads before, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The roads looked really bad. These little curves on the sides here were extended inward, so this little wood bit in the middle was barely existent, and it just looked very bad. So all I did was I switched out these slabs, or the stone slabs for wood slabs, and it's instantly opened up how these roads feel. They're all the same size, because ththese bridges were originally thicker for some reason this way on the sides than these other roads. Don't know why that happened. So yeah, what I want to do this episode is I actually want to do a little bit of work kind of in this spawn area. One, I want to finish the exterior for the spider's den, but also I'm fixing these street lamps because I'm sorry, but they look like clubs. What are these things? Also, these guys remind me, there's another project I want to work on, and it's going to have to do with food and some valuable supplies, so I will show you that when the time comes. And the instant I leave the Sandstone Moderators, of course I'm being asked to be a spy. And of course it's by the king. He's trying to take every opportunity he can since he knows that I was part of the moderators. And since I'm showing this on camera, I think you guys can already understand what my response is going to be to this. Nope, absolutely not. I know you're watching this, baby zombie, but I quit the Sandstone Moderators for a reason. I want to be neutral in all this. I already promised the Sandstone Moderator guys that I wouldn't tell them anything, that I wouldn't tell the opponents anything about the base or the operations or anything. Half of which is because I felt like it'd be the honorable thing to do, and the other half so they wouldn't try to kill me, of course. Yeah, I don't want to be involved in this war. I just want to sit on the sidelines and watch the world burn around me, and potentially make some money off of it, but more importantly, watching the world burn. I'm not evil, I promise. Yeah, but the rest of the stuff I want to do this episode is, other than all the work I'm doing near spawn, is I'd like to actually set up some animals here. I know we don't actually have official farms yet. The thing with my farms is I want to have those huge and sprawling and kind of covering the landscape here. For the animal farm, I'm thinking about building a chicken coop. I don't know where I want to put it, but I'm going to have a chicken coop for decoration and probably have an automated chicken farm underneath it with some storage systems for filtering out things like the feathers, and I can have them all in separate storage areas. I may put it over here. I could see a bunch of animal stuff going over here, and then the wheat could just be kind of flowing around it. The farms I'm kind of putting in last because I have to know where to put the roads first, and then the farms are going... Ooh, excuse me. The farms are going around that. I don't know how I'm going to edit that in post. Maybe I'll just leave it in. Hey guys. I found some zombies. Oh my gosh, now that I have villagers over there, it actually can spawn zombie hordes. I mean, this isn't the thousands of zombie apocalypse type things like I've heard before, but my gosh, this is a lot. And they're still coming. Look at this, they're still coming. Oh, I can't wait until daytime. Who's ready for some fun? It's fire time. I'm sure you guys can't even hear me right now because of how loud this is. Oh my gosh, it's chaos. Wow. That's some XP right there. And a little bit of rotten flesh. Alright guys, I think it's about time to head over to spawn to get some work done, but first... I think we should go over there. In style. Should have crafted the fireworks first. That would have been much more dramatic. There we go. Alright, now we're ready to go over there. With style. Alright, maiden voyage, my friends. Let's see how long it takes me to get there. Oh, this feels good. I haven't been able to do this for a while. Oh, this is really nice, actually. Look at this beautiful forest that's between us and spawn. We'll use another rocket to make sure we get over this hill, but we're already about to get there. This is I think that's the halfway point right there, if I remember correctly. Spider's Den should be coming up pretty soon, actually. Oh yeah, here we are. Spider's Den is right beneath us. I'll have to look in post to see how long that took, but that was pretty fast. We used 2 firework rockets, and we're already at spawn. I don't know why I did that. I think I was checking the time or something, and we did burn through a little bit of elytra durability, but we have an XP farm at this point. That's nothing to worry about. So what we're doing here in spawn is we're working on these street lamps, which, I'm gonna be honest, I still think they look terrible. It's nothing personal to whoever built them, but they're so bulky. I've been fiddling with a couple different designs. I've shared some of them in the chat for our Discord, I should say, and I think they should look a little something like this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's still not a great look. It's just, it's not elegant in the slightest, but at least it's skinny compared to stuff like this. Also, whoever built these, I'll show this off, I don't think they realized that you can toggle daylight sensors, because they have this weird system for toggling this back and forth. I mean, if I do that, for example, y'all know what they're doing. This doesn't even work because of the bud powering. Or it's quasi-connectivity. It's one of those 2 terms. Oh no! I don't have the materials to fix this on me. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, great. Now we have to go back and grab them. Oh my gosh, we're already back. Every time I get a elytra, it's a whole new experience. It's crazy. You saw nothing. Before you ask? Yes, I literally did fly all the way back to my base and come back here for scaffolding. It's just that good. Alright, I did a bit of work around here. It's not perfect, but you know what? It looks alright, except for this thing. I still have to figure out what that is, but I expanded this area a little bit. I'm gonna have to ask HuJoe if we can move this cart a couple blocks to fix this area, but other than that, it's looking alright. Hello there. You missed your cue. That's where you're supposed to say General Kenobi and start swinging your sword at me. Come on, man. You don't know what you're doing. Alright, well with that all being said, I think it's come time to take down this last house here. I don't know why we've left this. I think someone was using the villager before, but he's gone now, so I think we should knock this down and make room for more expansion. There we go, make way for progress. We have all this space. I really didn't open up much, but you could fit several shops in this area, so I'm happy with that. Now, instead of working on the spider's den today, unfortunately, I'm actually going to have to make this episode a little shorter because of school commitments I have. So I'd like to finish this up with working on that chicken coop. Oh, and coming through my portal is instantly dangerous. I really need to light this area up a bit more. This area over here is really well lit up, I say, as something shoots at me. Oh my gosh, this place is dangerous. I really need to light this place up more. I have something like 2 or 3 stacks of torches sitting in my chest. I don't know why I don't use them. Alright, so as for a chicken coop, I planned on putting it right over here. I've laid the base for it because we're actually going to have to do a lot of redstone work before we build this thing. And check this out. We have bees now. The beehives just happened to spawn with this tree. I'm so happy to have little friends now to hang out with. It's kind of getting lonely out here. By the way, that's not an invitation for anyone on the server to move out here. I do like my space. Alright, let's drop down here, and this is the area where we have to put in the redstone. So what I'm planning on doing is the chicken coop up top is going to be almost purely decorative, and all the machinery is going to be down here. Well, all we're going to have up here is storage containers for the individual chicken items. And maybe we'll build a fence around the actual chicken coop so we can have some chickens running around, because otherwise it looks a little weird. But that fence would be something I would do off camera, because frankly I haven't plotted it out. As you guys can see, this machine's kind of big, so that's why I had to clear a lot of space for this. I'm going to build some of this off camera, and I will be back once I've set up the redstone for this beast. Oh, and before I forget, guys, the link to the chicken farm I'm using, the link to that video will be in the description below, so you guys can check it out. Alright, I think I actually have all this sorted out, the redstone in the bottom at least. The chicken farm looks to be operational, because I accidentally threw some cobblestone in there, and it did spit it out, so we're fine there. All these item filters down here are set up with eggs, feathers, chicken. We'll be able to have those pumping through into these item elevators, which will send them up into our actual chicken coop. Alright, before I build the full-blown structure, I'm going to be setting up a couple of building aspects of it, but that's only so that I can properly set up the redstone for this, because the redstone is actually the most complicated part. Just fitting it into this chicken coop. That's what took me so long to build this stinking design, was all of the redstone aspects. Nice tip for you guys: if you're looking for a wall but you need your room to be skinnier, trapdoors. Trapdoors will be your friend. These things are amazing. As I said before, Spruce Trapdoor is by far the best block in the game. Don't fight me on it, because obviously it's true. The nice thing about these is they help, like I said before, they help the area feel skinnier, or I guess not skinnier, that's not the right word I'm looking for, more open is the word I'm looking for here. But what they also do is they hold in the water. Oh, well that was embarrassing. Alright, so now we've extended the bubble elevator to go all the way up to the top here, which will then flow over these hoppers, and the items will be sorted into the appropriate chests. We just need to grab more water now. Alright, every piece of redstone is actually done on this project now. All I have to do is put the chickens in the machine, and then build the rest of the chicken coop, and that's all we have left. What did I come over here for? I literally just forgot. I literally just forgot what I came over here for. Oh, that's right, my eggs. Now the question is, how many chickens is too many chickens? Alright, now we just stand here, hope it doesn't catch on fire, and spam eggs. More eggs. We'll be here a while. How many chickens is too many chickens? I don't think we have too many chickens yet. Alright, that's a few chickens. I'm sure that's enough. That noise isn't going to be annoying at all. Alright, so now we just get to work on building this thing. Let's go into super fast build mode. Alright, so for this build, I wanted to do something a little different. My previous builds have a lot of stone incorporated into them, and this is the chicken coop. It's going to be a much lighter building. It's going to be mostly wood, some straw here and there, or some food for the chickens, and some storage for the proceeds of the building. That's really all we need. For the outside, I still wanted to have a little bit of detail. A lot of the reference pictures I saw had the chicken coop lifted a little bit off of the ground, so I definitely wanted to incorporate a bit of that look, while still being able to have some filling to hide all the redstone that's in there, and I think I was able to accomplish that. The interior is actually where I'm the most excited about. When I was doing some testing, it was so cramped because I was actually trying to fit in little chicken rooms for the chickens to nest in. Once I was able to remove those, it just opened up the room so much, and it really helps the place feel more like a chicken home rather than a factory of some kind. Alright guys, I'm back. It's really loud around here because we have sheep down here with Buttercup and amid a million other things down there. My gosh, I'll have to clean that out at some point. Maybe I just leave it for the entire season and we see how bad it gets. That could be really funny. We also have the bees here. We have the cows over here. It's a very noisy place. But here we are. It's the chicken coop. As you could probably hear, there are about a bajillion chickens under here. I'm not going to remove these blocks because I don't want to have to replace them. Plus, if they fall into the lava, then these are expensive to replace since I don't have a dedicated farm yet. This is just a very starter one still. I just haven't bothered to get a new one. As I said in the super fast build mode, I kind of wanted to go for a different style. I wanted it to feel maybe a bit more countryside. I didn't want to incorporate stone in this thing because it's a chicken coop. You wouldn't be using stone to build one of these. It'd be a very light structure, which is why I've tried to keep it relatively small. It's about as large as I need it to be for my purposes. It actually used to be about 2/3 of this length. I had to expand it in order to make this redstone work, because otherwise I was having to use dropper elevators and those weren't syncing up properly. But yeah, I think this is a good length. It feels like a good long chicken coop. You can hear the chickens, so it certainly feels like a chicken coop. My gosh. And obviously the redstone down here hasn't changed, but I'm still happy with how well this has turned out. I was not expecting it to go as well as it did, and I think it fits in very nicely. Once we start building roads and everything, of course, once we turn this into more of a walkway area that would be leading through the kingdom, then I think this will fit in just nicely, and we can maybe put a fence around here, throw a few chickens in, and then the other buildings for the other animals could be nearby. This could kind of be a food and agriculture area. I know agriculture kind of implies food as well, but you get my point. So I'm going to be calling it here, guys. I know this is probably a bit of a shorter episode, but I'm scheduling this to go out in advance because I have a ginormous project I have to be working on for school. So all the streams and stuff that are going to be coming out, the archive footage, all that stuff's going to be coming out a little late, but it is coming out. I'm just setting it all up to go out in advance so that I can work on this project because, my gosh, I've been working on it for about 3 hours today, and there's still so much more to go. So I'll be doing that. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm just gonna be stereotypical YouTuber. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd appreciate it. Until next time, guys. This is Bloober Gamer signing off. I'm gonna try something new. Now that we're rich. There we go. Yeah, I like this. God bless America.